everyone. Good morning, everyone. So today, for our senior boys, I'm going to talk to you all about a hobby that is dear to me, that many people don't know about. I'm going to share with you all my findings from a year-long study of polyhalogenated aliphatic compounds and how they react when mixed with nitrogen and hydroxyalcoholic acid. Ooh, I know it's a mouthful. April Fools, okay. It was a hot day in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The date was August 11, 2007, circa 2:32 p.m., and I was making my way up the escalator in Sears. As I made my way up to the very top, I could see in the distance a pink and sparkly shiny mass hanging up. So naturally, being the curious person that I am, I had to go see what it was. So I made my way over, and to my surprise, it was a backpack. Not just any backpack, but a Dora the Explorer backpack. And at that moment, when I first laid eyes on it, something happened. A bond formed. It was almost magical. And I knew that I just had to have this backpack. So I got it down and ran over to my mom, saying, "Mommy, oh my gosh, can I please get this backpack?" For Leah, she asked. Mind you, Leah's my cousin who was about 7 at the time. "No, for me, Mommy." Then she asked, "For what?" "School, obviously," I replied, as if she had asked me some ridiculous question. After a slight pause, she put it on the counter and bought it, and I was in pure bliss. The cashier lady was about to get a bag out when I quickly interrupted her and told her no bag would be necessary because I'd be wearing it out of the store. Oh yeah, so that day, that very time, which was probably now around 2:40 p.m., August 11, 2007, is when I found it. Rather, should I say, we found each other. Me and Dora, my backpack. Here's a little quick side note. Many people don't notice this, but I've actually had 3 different Dora backpacks. Because they're very, as you can imagine, they can break easily. So the one in the middle is the original Dora. The one to your right, Dora number 3, is this one you see in front of you that I carry now. And number 2 didn't last very long. That was about a week when I had to carry around my physiology book. That broke it. So as you can see now, to answer the question that I get a lot, why do I have the Dora the Explorer backpack? The answer, I don't know. I just saw it that one day in the store and I liked it a lot. It's not because I watched the show. I don't even like the show Dora that much. Or rather, and I'm not even confused about my age, even though this picture doesn't really help, because I was riding a carousel, the Dora backpack that I got from the restaurant we ate at that day. So, while there may not be a real reason why I started to carry this bag, as the years have passed, there are some pros that come with carrying this backpack to school every day that I've noticed. And so I want to share a few of them with you all today. Number 1, the size. When I first bought the bag, my mom was like, "Joy, how are you going to fit all your books inside of it?" "I'll make it work," I told her, and I have. Having such a small bag has caused me to downsize in how many things I carry. The small constraints of the bag and the unsteadiness of the straps make it so that I can't carry heavy items such as textbooks. This, in return, and I don't really use binders either, so my bag's a little messy, but it's like one of those organized messes where I know where everything is. So this has, in return, taken a lot of strain off my back and decreased the chances of suffering ailments such as scoliosis or tendinitis of the fingers. According to the American Chiropractic Association, backpacks should only be 10% of a student's body weight. And this one I would guess is about 20, which is more like 5 pounds or 10% of my body weight, I think. But a lot of you guys are like 60 pounds, so I'm doing pretty well. Heavier weight can lead to poor posture and spine misalignment in the future. With Dora, I don't have to worry about such things. I don't want to end up looking like this in the future, but in woman form, because that's amazing. So I would suggest especially to you freshmen who have 3 more years at this place, that you might want to consider carrying a lighter load before it's too late. Pro number 2, it stands out. No one else has a Dora the Explorer backpack, so when I go to lunch and throw my bag down next to everyone else's, I don't have to worry about someone accidentally taking my bag. That happens very often here because of the 1,000 quadrillion black North Faces that everyone has. One prime example where having this bag has come in handy. You remember last year when the Brunswick seniors saw their do their heist of everyone's backpacks? And afterwards, no one could figure out whose whose. Well, I didn't have that problem. First, I left my bag in the library. And when I saw people's bags were missing, I said to myself, I know they didn't touch Dora. And lo and behold, there she was in the library after the fact, right there. Even if it was taken, I always know which bag is mine. So the last part, number 3. The last thing is, I have this theory, but I don't know, it could just be me. But I think that I've inspired some of my fellow peers to express their inner child. I think that I've inspired some of my fellow peers to express their inner child and carry around bags that are also very unique and cool, like Dora. I'm thrilled at this idea because I never thought me carrying this backpack would one day influence another person to carry a bag like mine. I'm glad someone else shares the joy I feel every day. So, as you can see, while there may be pluses to carrying my Dora bag around all day, there's no real story behind it. That's why I have it. I just like it. While it may be strange and out of the ordinary, I realized from reflecting on my life when I was writing this speech that I've always been a strangeling and very unique. Ever since I was a little tyke, I did things that were, let's just say, different from children my own age. Whether it was walking around the house dressed like this on regular basis, or performing for my family, I always did whatever suited me. For example, for about 6 years, my favorite source of nutrition was not fruit, vegetables, or even candy, it was lotion. Yep, lotion. I didn't put it on my body, I ate it all the time. I didn't have my own little pump that I would just, So, and before the lotion, and true story, my mom's always going to ask her after it, I ate lotion. So, it was quite delicious, and before the lotion, it was toilet paper. Elise Miller used to tell me that I had a condition known as pica, which is a mental problem when you eat things that aren't meant to be digested. And she was completely serious when she used to send me via AIM many articles that would, quote, inform me on my condition. But clearly, it was just a phase, I hope. Just to give you another example, you know how like every little kid wants a puppy or a kitten or a pony when they're little? No, not I. I wanted none of these popular pets. I wanted worms. So when I was 8, my mom bought me an earthworm farm. And I thought it was so cool. After dinner, I'd feed them albacore, stuff like that. Name them Jimmy, George. I thought it was really, my bad. Yeah, well, it stopped being cool when I would wake up the next morning and find little Jimmy, could have been George, I don't know, dried up on my bedroom floor. Then, sadly, Mother said they had to go. These are just a few ways in which I lived outside the box during my childhood years, and I could go on for an hour, but I think you get the point. Now, after 18 years of my existence, I think that my family has come to accept my weirdness and embrace it. Especially my mom. One weekend, she went away on a trip, and when she came back, she gave me and my sister souvenirs. They got normal things like keychains, a shirt, and I was like, oh my gosh, like cool, I can't wait to get mine. My mom opens up her bag and handed me a hat that said, quote, I'm not weird, I'm gifted. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know where it is, so I don't have a picture to show you all, but yeah. So the point of my speech isn't to tell you to go off and try different flavors of lotion, but I do want to leave you all with this. It's okay to be who you want to be. Embrace everything you like and what makes you comfortable. Whether it's carrying around a cool backpack or cutting your hair in a funky way, don't conform to other people's ways just because it's what everyone else is doing. I know, I googled weird people. So I know it's really hard going to a school like GA where we're so structured from wearing a uniform, well at least some of us still do, to what we eat. I mean, they took away our juice. Flavored water is not the same thing. So, since this is the time for me to instill wise words of wisdom into the minds of you younger people out there, I guess my advice, quote unquote, to put it simply would be this. If somebody tries to hate on your swag, just brush it off and tell them to bounce. If everyone was the same, life would be boring. So just do you and don't think 2 seconds about it. Oh wait, lastly, I'd like to thank my rentals over there, Moms and Pops Spaulding, over yonder, Pops, Moms, for always letting me be myself and putting up with my shenanigans for the last 18 years.